Hello and welcome to Wascoe. I just did a quick film yesterday of the soup that I made for lunch. I make this soup a lot, variations of it, but it's a really good soup to eat when you're sick. And you can like pare down the vegetables if you really don't want like something really solid. Sometimes I just do noodles and the egg for protein, maybe with a little bit of garlic. You can vary it any way you want, but it's a really healthy soup to eat on a day-to-day basis. If you're new to my channel, welcome. We're glad to have you. I do occasional meal prep videos like this. I don't do them all the time just because our kitchen is so small. It's kind of hard to film in there. But this is what I ate. I'll probably eat this again today for lunch, but with less vegetables in it just because it's hard for me to eat stuff right now. But thank you for watching and have a great day. Hello and welcome to Wascoe. I wanted to do like a really quick, I don't know if this microphone is working, what I make when I'm sick, because I'm sick and I'm not feeling well at all. So one of the things I like to make is a soup involving this homemade broth, which I'm going to microwave just because it's in this container. Usually I cook my noodles in them, which I just realized I didn't get out. But I'm using those mung bean noodles. And then I really like steamed broccoli in my soup. And we don't have any, so I thought I would steam some, and then whatever's left over we'll just eat. And then I usually do a hard-boiled egg, so we have this. And then I discovered, I don't know if you guys watched my fridge and freezer recap today, but we have this steamed zucchini, so I'm going to put a little bit of this in there. And I like something sour. I like to do kimchi, but I don't think we have any kimchi right now. So I'm going to do a couple of these Spanish olives from Kirkland, or from Costco. And then I'm going to do some raw onion on the top. I don't know if it's like an old wives' tale or what, but I really think that raw onion on soup, there's a lot of vitamin C in onion, so maybe that's why, but it's really good for when you're sick. And then I'm also going to crush some fresh garlic on there too when I'm done, but this is just kind of how I'm prepping it. It doesn't usually take me more than, I would say 10 minutes if the broccoli's already cooked, but our steamer is kind of slow, so it'll probably be 15 minutes total to prep everything. So I'll show you what I do in the next steps when I'm ready to start putting it in the bowl. I had to turn off my water for my noodles because the broccoli, I'm sick and I forgot to turn the water on. So once the broccoli starts steaming, then I'll turn on the water for my noodle. Our back burner, it's really fast on high, and the mung bean noodles only take 2 or 3 minutes to cook, so we should be good. But I just thought I would film it and show kind of how we deal with it. Sometimes my husband will make, what's it called? I think it's called congee. It's where you take a chicken with a bone, like a leg, and you cook it down, and then with rice, and it becomes this like really mushy, chickeny rice thing, and then you put fresh garlic and ginger on top. Sometimes he will make that, but I'm not as big of a fan of it as my kids. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but I like this soup, so I'm gonna make it. And if I did have some meat, I probably would put it in there, but I'm I'm mostly vegetarian. I really have to make an effort to eat meat, so I'm just not going to right now just because I haven't been feeling well. But if I have leftovers, like if we have leftover chicken, I'll definitely stick a little bit of that in there too. Or if we have like meatballs or something, sometimes I'll stick that in there, but usually I just do the egg, and then the chicken broth is enough protein for me. So check back in a couple minutes. All right, so I just wanted to kind of show how I build my bowl. Since I'm doing broccoli, I just put a little bit of zucchini in here, and then I cut up one of the fresh tomatoes from our garden, and then I sliced our eggs, one of the hard-boiled eggs, and I just stuck it in here. And then since this broth is our homemade broth, it doesn't have a lot of salt in it. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt on top of this. Our broccoli is going, so I should probably start the water for the noodles. And I did grab the noodles out. These mung bean noodles. I'm gonna put the link for these bowls online because they are fabulous. They're like for pho, I guess, or um, some sort of soup. They come with these spoons like you get in like an Asian restaurant. Um, I don't really use the spoons as much though, unless like my kids are using them and they want them. But the bowls are the perfect size for me. They're um, they're just great. I love them. I even bought some for my mom, so they're really good. I'll put the link in the description below. So look below in the description. It'll have these bowls linked, and then I'll also, as always, I have like my other socials in there. So look for that. All right, I'm gonna heat up my soup, my broth in the microwave. If I had more broth, I would do it in the pan with the noodles, but I don't have that much broth, so I think I'm gonna heat this up, and then I'll pour it in here super hot, and that will kind of like warm up what's in here. And then I'll add some broccoli, and I'm going to slice the onions really thin and put them on top. I like them on the top, and then I'll put a couple olives on the top as well. And sometimes I do, so these come in these little, like there's 2 packs left in this bag. Sometimes I do 2, but my appetite is not there, so I'm only going to do 1 of these. This is actually quite a bit of food for me, so I probably will eat half of it and then wait a little bit and eat the other half. It's one of the things I've been doing just because I've been so sick. So it's actually is quite a bit of food for me right now. But I'm gonna eat lunch, and it's already 11:30, which I usually eat lunch around 11:30 or noon, so we're running a little bit late. But let me get this microwaved. This soup broth base. This one is not as gelatinous as some of the other ones that we've made, but it's still pretty good. We make it in the pressure cooker. So I'll show you in just a minute. Okay, so I dumped the hot broth in here. I'm sorry for the noise, but everything is going at once. Turn this off. But I've got my noodles in the pot. The broccoli's almost done. And then I did grab one of the spoons. I'm not going to use it just because I am not. I usually use a fork or chopsticks, and then I just drink the broth out of the bowl because I don't like dirtying extra dishes. I mean, if we had people over, I probably would use the spoons, but this is what I eat usually for lunch a lot of the time. So I heated the broth up really hot, and it looks like there's already, right here, shaved garlic in this broth. So my husband must have already pre-made that part, which is great because I hate shaving garlic. So I'm going to put my noodles in and some broccoli and some olives and be good to go. Okay, so there you have it. I have my broccoli in there, 2 of the olives, and then I did a little bit of salt and pepper on top. I think I'm gonna also add some seaweed to this, but I'll take a photo of it when I'm done. Just wanted to show you what I'm eating for lunch today to kind of help boost my immune system. I find with chicken broth or any kind of broth, the more gelatinous it is, the better it is for you. We do ours in a pressure cooker, but you could also do it in an Instapot or just on the stove. I should say my husband does it in the pressure cooker. I am terribly afraid of the pressure cooker. I will not use it. But he is not, so he does it. But we have broccoli. There's a lot left over. I'm sure my husband is about ready to get his lunch as well. So I'm sure he will eat some of this for lunch, or we'll just eat it for dinner tonight. It really won't matter. Once it cools down, I'll put it in the fridge, though, just in case we don't eat it for dinner. But there you go. That's my soup that I make. I eat this a lot, but especially when I'm not feeling well. So let me know in the comments what you guys eat when you're not feeling well. If you guys make homemade soup, if you're more of a canned soup kind of person. Some of us are more canned soup kind of people in our house, you know, it just matter of taste. So whatever works for you, especially when you're sick. Like, I think comfort foods are probably the most important thing when you're sick, just to help you heal. So have a great day. Bye. Thank you for watching our soup meal prep, I guess you would call it, for this week. I'm recording the intro and the outro. Today is Wednesday, so I am feeling a little bit better today. I think the soup that I've been eating has helped. Last night we finished off most of the chili that was in our fridge and freezer recap, and my husband made another batch of cornbread. Oh my gosh, his gluten-free cornbread is amazing. So this soup, wasn't able to finish it yesterday. I definitely have not, my appetite is not there yet. I did drink some sparkling water with it just to keep my fluids up. So I'll probably make another batch today. I'm going to do it a little bit more plainly though and see if that helps, but probably not the highest as much volume. So thank you for watching. As always, please like and subscribe. I hope you guys are staying healthy this fall, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend.